business that she does. It sucks. But that brings us to the end of the session once again. So I thank you all for playing so.
Did it crash last week? I can't remember.
What's that, sorry?
Did the computer crash last week?
Did it crash last week, actually? That's a good question. I'm trying to remember.
I think it did.
I feel like it did. You know what? That is pissing me off. There's one cable on here that just refuses to cooperate for whatever reason. It's this one. Disconnect and
I think it's
reconnect.
maybe because of the water on the ground.
No, because it's not plugged into this stuff.
Yeah, it's not touching it.
It's plugged into over there, which is plugged into direct line. Oh no, actually it is plugged into here.
But it's not wet though, but all the other cords are wet. Or maybe it's short out or something.
Well, whatever the problem
This is
Working
cool.
out.
I like this. It's one of the things I like.
Really? The
Yeah.
tripod?
It's cool.
It is cool.
It is.
Actually, it helps with the stability quite a bit in this situation. I will freely admit. I wonder how it would be on a more robust set, like where there's more obstacles and whatnot.
Oh, how much more robust can this be? This is pretty bumpy and.
Well, think about the last set. The last set had towers and shit. Like, that's not going to fit into a tower. It'll sit next to the tower. And it won't sit on top of the tower. Maybe you can find a spot somewhere around the tower.
If it was
Whereas
on
the
top
camera's
of
got
the
much-
tower, just fall off.
The camera alone has a much smaller footprint. This is the ultimate point there. That's all I'm saying. Otherwise, you know, it's nice. It is, I have to admit. It's a very nice addition. Thank you, Paul.
The camera.
Yeah.
That works good.
Yeah, it does.
Some great angles. I was watching this movie.
Yeah,
if you need it to go higher, you can just make it small and then put it in a tub or something.
the only reason, the only problem with that is that wire will cause it to fall over. It's just, you just gotta be observant of your
Just gotta
leverage.
maneuver it a little bit.
As long as your leverage isn't too bad. You know.
What's the deal with
I'm starting the chat and it's taking forever to start up. It always takes forever to start up. When it starts up, you'll see it show up on the bottom there.
Well, I'm going to get my money back.
Where'd you get it
You're
from?
$2.
Oh,
Yeah,
$2
like I
at
said.
a garage sale.
Well, I told you the links there.
I think it's fine.
Yeah,
no, it
no,
works
it's
good.
fine.
It works good.
It's a nice looking tripod, is what it is. It doesn't work so great, but it works all right. It works all right. It works like 50%.
It works
Yeah.
better than that fucking plastic thing.
Yeah, that was getting
You
frustrating.
can angle it, and it works good.
Yeah, but you only ever have high shots.
To be honest, for the audience, they got a perfect view of
High
what's
shots
going
are
on.
better than like a camera like way up here. Like,
I
why
found
do
that
they
when I
need
would
to
look
see
at the
that?
stream, like when the camera was down and like zooming in, it's hard to see what
Because
was
then you have,
going
if you
on.
keep it like that,
Sure, you
then
can see the
just
guys there,
leave
and
it
like
there,
we knew
as
what they were
opposed to
seeing, kind of deal.
putting it
But when
here,
you're
then
just
putting
looking
it
at the
here.
view, it was kind of hard to see what was really going on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue that. Like, I can't argue that. It's,
This is just
you know,
better.
being more a tactical view.
It's too bad you couldn't have two cameras like that and have them on a switch. So when you want ones to be on the ground, you just have the other camera and you put it in, and then when you
What would be
using it that
nice
way, you
is
hit
if
a
I had-
switch
If I had if GoPro streamed, okay, if GoPro streamed, that would be
That'd be sick.
amazing. GoPro doesn't stream though. GoPro doesn't stream for a shit.
There's got to be ones that do though.
They, you know what? I've looked
They
and
stream
have
with the
not.
delay.
I know
that
they got
putting
some at
onto the
Staples,
stream with the
but I don't
delay.
know.
So
They're not GoPro.
No, there's a method, but that's not it. Sorry, by the way, I should have warned. But what I know of,
sorry, switches back.
well, it's not purple. What I know of it is that you have to stream to a recording box of some sort, and then stream from the recording box. So you're transmitting to a device that then streams it, but the unit itself can't stream at all. It has no internet capability. Or sorry, it has limited internet capability. What's up, Susie?
It says.
Just finished session.
It's cold in here.
Mhm.
It is.
Enjoy it.
It's pleasant before it gets freezing.
Comfortably sit in the sweater.
But yeah, otherwise, not a bad session.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, good times.
Next
Still
week we'll
wants
be
me to come
continuing
back
on.
for more.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, so your buddies want to play as well, eh?
Yeah, I have two friends.
Who are playing 3rd edition as you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll buy a 5th edition book once I get my money back from my brother. Start my paper route, which will be about a week.
I'm not so much worried about that. You might want to just play within your means. That is to say, go and get a free copy of the basic rules. It's a PDF you can freely download online.
Yeah.
It's linked from my website too.
Okay.
Do you have the internet?
Do I have the internet?
Yes.
Yes.
Then
It
you
just
can find
doesn't-
everything online.
It just doesn't reach my room. That's
Okay.
all.
You've got a phone, you can get the PDF, put it on that,
Yeah.
and you have everything. Dungeon Master guides, everything. You just
Yeah.
gotta look for it.
Okay, so, like he says, you can look for the PDFs online. The basic rules are all you need, because fighter and mage are both in the basic rules, so you're good that way. There's no multi-class rules in the basic rules, are there?
I don't think so, no.
There is
A multi-class?
in the basic rules PDF.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Pre-made
Advanced.
characters and up to level 5 or something.
But multi-classing a fighter and a wizard is gonna be, your stats are gonna be fucked up. I think you need like strength to be a fighter.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his attributes are offhand. 18 intelligence, and then
Yeah.
16.
17 decks and stuff. Yeah.
So in any event,
Everything is under 16 at that point.
3 newbies.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'll go buy a 5th edition and teach them.
I'm not worried so much about that, and no, you won't. You guys won't bother. If you do manage, if you do get the book, then you guys will probably play. But I don't.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be a dick towards you. I've
No.
never seen anybody hold to their word that way, and I tell people you don't have to lie to me. It's okay.
No, I know. I forgot to say I will try. That's all.
And I
Autism.
appreciate that. And I'm more of a do or do not. There is no try. kind of guy.
Autism does that. You can tend to forget words.
I agree. That's half the problem I have when it comes to D&D is I don't remember fucking rules because words. Oh, for fuck me! Can I not spill so fucking much? Did I grab the one? Okay, cool. There. Fuck it. It's good. No, you too. There.
Doing it live.
Alright guys, see you next week.
DM's getting violent, I'm getting out of
Can I
here.
get 2 cigarettes off you?
Awesome. You gotta do it.
Because
Fine.
I do bong tokes, and I was planning on the way back home, just to keep me awake. Thank you.
So I was gonna say your buddies,
Martin and Tom.
Martin, Tom.
One's Filipino.
Oh no, no Filipinos.
I was gonna say, as long as he's not Samoan. I have nothing against Samoan. I'm just anyway.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Honestly, they're both good guys.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about whether or not I want to have 3 newbies at the table. My game's very story heavy.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So my main concern here is that what I've built is going to get quickly diluted into a snickering, tittering laugh-a-thon between 3 stoners.
True enough.
And I'm not down with that.
Okay,
So
it's
you gotta
fine.
be aware
it's honestly
that-
fine
I'm okay with any player for the most part.
as long as they're
As long
serious.
as when it comes to this game, there's something very, very important to me about this game. This particular campaign is very story heavy. What goes on between me and the viewers, whatever sort of goofiness happens now and again, that's one thing.
Like Fletcher
but-
Rocks, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
and-
that is the viewership. That's
Yeah.
that part of this game. That's not the game though.
Are we streaming right now?
Yes, we're streaming right now.
There
Oh,
we go.
cool.
Get started, Paul.
Yeah. See ya.
So the point of it all is that is important. That integrity to the game is important. So as a result, the first and foremost thing that I ask is, can they take a game seriously? And you have to ask yourself that seriously and honestly, and consider that, because otherwise, no one's gonna have fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be choked. They're not gonna understand why, and generally, no one will have any fun.
Yeah.
And that's the core of it, really, is that
Yeah.
everybody have fun. So that's what you have to ask. That's what they have to ask themselves.
Yeah.
Is that, can they take this game seriously?
Yeah.
We
Like
goof
actually
around.
seriously.
We goof around and whatnot,
Yeah.
but
It doesn't take 4 hours to do one mission.
no, we burn through shit.
Yeah.
We do what's necessary to get the
Yeah.
get dice rolls done. We don't screw around too much. We're not
when
passing
we were in
along
the
around,
sewers,
you know.
it took us 4 hours to do that just alone. Because my friends were all like, yeah, I'll joke about this, I'll joke about that. And I'm like, okay, let's get to this point.
And so that
So I'm
happens.
going to have to ask them seriously, can you take this to the next level? Can they actually show up?
Well,
kind of
let's
thing.
put it this way. You can't suddenly bring 3rd edition rules in and then start laughing amongst each other and then just try to go with it and then suddenly petition one another and try to rebel against the way that I'm running the game.
No.
Because suddenly there's numbers.
Yeah.
That would cause me to rage, actually.
Yeah.
But that's the sort of thing that I'm thinking about. You know what I mean?
No, I
when you
get
say-
it. Martin is a very comical character. He is playing a goblin druid, like. Plus, he's a bit of a bard. He bought an electric, fucking satyr, whatever it's called, or mandolin or whatever. Yeah, it's basically a mandolin, electric mandolin.
An electric mandolin?
Yeah, to
Okay, see-
unclog the sewers because he was drunk.
That sort of shit happens. We do that sort of shit sometimes. Like, it happens. It's not
Yeah.
that it doesn't happen. It's just like... There's situations where you'll have an electric guitar and that'll make sense. You know, like if you're you got an electric mandolin and you're in the sewers and you're using it to sludge, like I could go with that. I'm totally down with that. That's not an issue.
That actually makes sense, even.
Yeah, exactly. Sound vibrations, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I am all over that. No
Yeah.
problem. Holy fuck, that totally destroyed this one book, and that's okay because now I have a destroyed book, as opposed to all normal pristine books. I guess just understanding that there is a
Oh, that
pedigree.
is my die, isn't it? The yellow one.
What's that?
The yellow die.
No. You have your D10s. You'll have 2 of them actually.
Yeah, I'll just check, just to make sure.
Anyway, what was I saying? Is no, it
Seriousness.
goes to other side of it. Seriousness being, okay. So your character has back history? No. Well, what's he do?
Yeah,
He
2
sells
D10s.
weed.
No. I actually tried working on my background.
You know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
And that's the sort of thing I'm talking about. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
Like, Martin, the goblin druid, he actually is an alligator wholesaler. He sells alligator skins.
Okay, so this is something of an issue that I had with.
Bringing real life into it.
No, I don't have a problem with that as long as it fits the game. I don't care where you get your inspiration from.
Okay.
My issue will be things like. Basically, the point of it is that a player is trying to entertain themselves more than they're trying to be a part of the entertainment. That is to say, you take entertainment in the group effort rather than your own effort. You get something out of the game for the investment you put into it.
Yeah.
So, if you're just there to roll dice, like, I get that. But you're not going to get as much out of the game as if you invest more into it, like to robust the character and whatnot. Joe's main concern is that, I'll just rob him of things that he is invested in the game, things like his dragon or whatnot. But, that's just from in the past where we had a fairly shallow game and we didn't have the sort of, like, world. This is the first time I've really put the effort into developing a world.
Yeah. I even have poster paper from the town that we're making and everything.
Yeah, I've never really cared. But, like, we've always played it really loose. We've always tried to just have fun. And this is the first time that, I've made a real effort to ensure that everyone's anchored, that everyone's got a reason, that everyone's compressed, so to speak. So that
Yeah, I saw that.
the story's got some cohesion, a reason, etc.
Yeah.
This is the sort of thing that's important for me for this. And then, so I'm introducing 3 characters, and I've got to give 3. I've given you all this different history and backstory, and all this anchor in the
Yeah,
world.
it's all good if you don't. Like, I can work with it. I'll just probably go buy a 5th edition book and make them work with me. And actually make them, like, go story heavy kind of thing.
So the question now is, can they do it?
Yeah, that's what I have to go ponder them for days and days and days about.
You've got a taste of it. You know what it's like.
Yeah.
You can come back next week and play. And that's
Thank
fine.
you.
And yeah, if you come to the conclusion that your buddies can be serious about it and get here early and set up a character sheet and figure out a history prior to game as you did today, then terrific. Simple as that. Just
Cool.
make sure that they get here, that they're here for game.
Martin lives in Oliver. He's
Holy
only
fuck! What?
Yeah, he only comes up here every 2 weeks. So I don't know about him, but Tom said he could have made it today, if you
The other
wanted
thing I
to.
look for is regularities, really.
Yeah. Like
That's the question. It's can they make it
Martin,
every
I
Friday?
can understand because he's supposed to be a gun smuggler, goblin gun smuggler, kind of like cliche happenstance.
So anytime he's around, we just fit him in.
Pretty much, yeah. He wanted it to be like that because he knew the way I acted around people.
I don't really.
He's
do
one of
that.
my good friends.
I appreciate that, but I'm not really into.
Just fitting random people in at times like that.
Well, I'm looking for consistency. Like I got a bunch of buddies that can do it like every other couple weeks.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't have any want for that. I need steady players.
Okay.
I could be here every Friday because
Yeah.
this is what I want to do. Is every Friday just have.
He
a
did
regular set of players.
mention that to
So-
me. He would be moving up to Kelowna if he could find a stable job and a house to live in. So since me being on disability, it's more likely for him to move up here and be more consistent.
Well, it's up to him. I mean, I'm not forcing anybody, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't mean to put anybody in a position. At the end of the day, you're free and clear to grab a 5th edition book and DM amongst yourselves, or continue to play 3rd even.
Books that I should get for playing amongst my friends, not
Oh, if you wanted to-
the core group here.
No, I realize that. If you wanted to play, you only need the player's handbook anyway. Actually,
Okay.
like I say repeatedly, is all you really need is the basic rules.
Okay.
Basic rules are free. If you want the player's handbook, if you want the more robust game, it's the player's handbook, and of course, if you want the more robust game after that, it's the Dungeon Master's Guide, etc.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a very basic rule set. It's the D20 rules all. You total up the numbers on your sheet, add them to the D20. If something special happens, roll 2 D20s, take the higher one. If something detrimental happens, roll 2 D20s, take the lower one. Half cover gives you a +5. A -5 to the opponent's attack roll,
Yeah.
or a +5 to your AC, whichever,
Yeah.
whoever.
I always get confused about when I'm rolling for like a dex roll or something. If I get like a 14 or something, does that count? If my dex is at 17, like what's the
that
yes
shit,
and no
that shit.
barrier?
It's not 2nd edition, where you were trying to roll under your stat or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that shit.
yeah,
Or, yeah. Thaco, that's what that was.
yeah. Thaco, yeah. They still have that in video games.
You mean
Honestly.
like Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights.
Are you old enough to have been there when it came out?
No, I played Golden Edition.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Holy crap. I was there when it came out, motherfucker. I was murdered the dead. No, I wasn't actually. My buddy got it, and I was watching him play it. And I had another buddy actually who played so fucking much of it that it burned out his disk drive. Oh, barely anybody's watching.
Yeah, it's all good.
Fagewint and the Mantled Maven are still in chat.
Cool. It says hi. Hi, people.
Farty says night, actually. That would be Paul saying goodnight to everybody before he left.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I should get going, honestly. I have my window cracked open and everything.
Your window cracked open.
Yeah, I live in the basement of my house, duplex.
So you should probably go.
Yeah.
No worries.
I can text you pretty much anytime for info on D&D.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Right on. Catch you
Good
later.
night.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Safe travel.
Absolutely. You too.
been a pleasure, everybody. Love fucking spilling my stuff. It's great. It's gonna be a odd looking set of books now. It's fine. Like I said, it'll be nice. Having a slightly disheveled look to them. If they had any writings on them, it'd be kind of neat. Just even little dots or something. It'd be cool. Alright. I'm done. My fucking computer. All week it was sitting turned on without issue. Today it fucking does this. So it goes. Thanks for watching, everybody.